theologies of these religious traditions. But more than that, I will also be looking at the idea that there might be divinity, sanctity, and special ritual significance that are ascribed or associated with water in these religions. My third rubric or category is to examine the prescriptions, ritual prescriptions and ritual practices that involve the use of water in these religions. And then from that I will move to examining the origins or the environment or the natural habitat of these religions, and how come that religions that originate from dry desert land like the Abrahamic faith, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, how come that they attach this significance to water, and how come that water becomes part of their daily rituals? What does this tell us about the nature of these religions? Because oftentimes we find that religion or religions often reflect their environment. I will expatiate upon this later on, or we will have some explanation about this from the experts and from the lay people or the common people that have been consulted in this project. Then I will also move into to examine the what I will call the diasporic dimension. That is, when you take these religions outside of their natural space, what kind of transformation, what kind of change can be expected? So I will look into how Hinduism, for example, could have been practiced outside of India, where there is no Ganges River. How they could have been practiced in the United States or in Africa, for example. And how the Yoruba religion, which lays emphasis in somehow on the river ocean and treats it similarly the way the Hindus treat the river Ganges. Is there a possibility that there could be a symbolic dislocation? I hope I'm correct, i.e. that some of the symbols of these faiths, can they be moved outside of the natural environment, or can you find substitute or replacement for the river Ganges in America or for the river Ocean? Can you substitute this with the Schuylkill River, for example, or the Hudson River, for example? And we see how this plays out in the diaspora with respect to the Hindu religion, with respect to the Yoruba religion in the Caribbean and the United States of America, and so on. And then from this, I will move into another level, looking into the empowerment aspect. How does these religions or these rituals, these water rituals, baptism, wudu, ghusl, which will be explained somehow in this research or this project, how do these rituals actually empower the individual religious practitioners, and how does it actually impact, what impact does it have on the community, on these religious communities, and how does it actually help us to what is the practical effects of these rituals in their daily lives? I would like to look into this as well. And finally, I will explore the possibility of a common theory of water theology, a common theory of the theology of water. And I know that the first idea that might come to my viewers or my listeners' mind is that I'm going to be comparing the water discourse in these religions, but that might be unavoidable, but that is not the goal. I know that comparison is often fraught with traps, and is often not very accurate, but it's a good beginning for us to start and then to move on afterward into the contrast and into the specificities that might be found in each of these religions. But I am actually also interested in the commonalities and the differences, and also in issues that lie in between. To do this, I have experts from representing these religions, and I also have, I would also attempt my own analysis, and I also have materials from the internet, from the YouTube, and perhaps more importantly, interviews with the ordinary peoples, especially the Muslims, who happen to be the most accessible for me within the time frame for this project. So let's go on. Let's go.